or panelists on the line. When you are ready to begin the presentation, press the Start Broadcast.
So as we can see, to sum it up, 608 link clicks, $100 spent. And then let's go here. So here's another thing, $10 boost. Something that you can do for fun is you can kind of do little boosts in test areas, and if the rest of your post is going viral, a lot of times you can start piggybacking off of that virality. So what's important about that is that, as we can see here, we got 82 link clicks for $10 spent. On that one, we got 8 to 1. Only 2,070 video views. It got less video views in terms of how much was spent and per engagement. But we're still pretty excited with that. We're still, this is good stuff. Actually, if we look at that, that looks like 3.4 people reached per cent spent. So that's actually really good. It actually did way better than the other one in terms of that spend. That's probably why it got the 82 link clicks. So this is kind of, and something to point out about this, this is from my profile that I boosted this one from, this $10 boost. Why did I do that? Because I wanted to show that even though he has started to spend more money than me, and we'll bring this back up, even though he has spent more money than me, and we weren't recording before, so we're going to have to kind of backtrack a little bit. So sorry about that for the people listening here that are live. But $100 spent, 608, almost 2 to 1. We're at like 1.9% spent for the people reached, 1.2 in terms of actual engagement. Watching the video, 3-second video view is usually what that means. 608 link clicks. And before we even did this post, it already had about 8,000 views, guys, and we got another 12,000 views on top of that. So now it's at 20,000 views. And so now we're just going to keep on pumping money into that. We're going to keep on making that go viral. And we found our viral post. We did this with a page called Makimono. They were sushi, and we found this post with the sushi cake, and we put the picture up, and we did the post, and it went insane. And I mean, we just pinned it to the top of the page, and we just put $1 into it every single day, and it just literally kept just feeding. Every time the dollar got reached more and more and more and more people. It just every once in a while it would drop a little bit below, but almost every single time you put $1 into it, it was reaching more and more people as the post grew. So it's just, you don't have to get rid of a post. You don't have to just get rid of it. You can keep on boosting it. You can keep on making money off of it. So if you have a post that goes really viral and you say, man, that was just a really good day, don't just like abandon that post. If it was super viral and it's going more viral than any of the other things that you're doing, make sure you keep on boosting it. All right. So, and then to show the people that missed this beginning portion, we just showed you $100 leading to 608 link clicks and $10 leading to 82 link clicks. And here's $680 leading to 51 link clicks if you just plug and play. You just toss stuff into the system, this is what you're going to see, and this is what you're going to get. This is bad. Nobody wants this. Alrighty. So that sums it up, and that actually just kind of goes to show you. Oh, hold on a second. There's one more thing that we can do in there, actually. We're going to go to that. It's the 7-day overview. So this is pretty awesome, guys. We have 17,483 video views. We had some other videos throughout the week. So this is up 2,037% from last week. Our page actually got blocked from sharing kind of halfway through last week, and that's another thing you'll kind of find that happens as time goes on. Certain groups, they get iffy, they mark you as spam or something like that when you're sharing, and you kind of have to figure out what groups are going to be good and what are going to be bad. And like I said, we're going to be discussing that in a moment. But as we can see, 7 actions on page, we're up 600%. We got 16 page previews. We got 324 page views. It's up 163%. 27 page likes just in the past week. 28 page follows just in the past week. 4,563 post engagement. And let's just toss this up against our good week here. All right, guys. So this is our point. You can beat crappy Facebook spend with viral, free results. here we are, we're looking at it, it does well. And we'll bring up our third option here, which is super crap. You know, 49 page views, 3 actions on page. You got 5 page previews, people, you know, 1 recommendation, 5,409 reach, and then there's a 7,454 reach. You know, way more video views than they had. They weren't posting any videos in general, so we were definitely beating those numbers. To this though, this is when you actually spend properly. This is just kind of the power and the potency of it. You know, this is, you know, unfortunate that they spent 10 times the amount that we did in, you know, the same amount of time. All we did was, you know, 120 bucks. They did 250. They spent 2 times the amount that we did in this week, and they're going to be spending 2 times the amount that we did in general. They spend 1,000, and we spend 500. And as we can see just from 1 week, I don't know which one you would prefer. I know which one I would prefer, and I'm spending half the amount of money, and I'm absolutely crushing my regular virility rules. And something I want to point out about this one here, guys, you know, post the social media masters, we got more link clicks than we got more link clicks than this one when we did this. We got about 2-3 times as many link clicks, but this day alone, one singular day, $100 boost on its own times what this page and this $1,000 boost did in 1 day. It did, you know, 682 link clicks with $110. It times this by 6. It times the results of $1,000 by 6 with just $100, $110. That's insanity, guys. That's kind of the power you hold once you kind of figure out what you're doing and once you find proper audiences. Now, on the page, if we go there, my Scottsdale dentist, I'm not spending $100 a day. I'm not spending a crap load of money on every single post. What I'm doing is I'm spending $5 a day on different posts, and then I'm selecting which one I believe is going to go the most viral based off of the different audiences that I've used. You know, this one just started spending, so that's not a good one to go off of. This one got 685. I at least got 1 video view per cent spent, so I know that the audience at least is pretty decent. And then, you know, I'd look into the link clicks to see if that was any good, if I wanted to use that one. 945 people reached. Here we go, 1930. This was organically way more viral. The page was only 183. So this, to me, was a post that, you know, it connected with people in Arizona, but it's not going to connect with everyone. This organic group is from people that are in similar groups, people that are looking for similar things. The paid amount, for whatever reason, they're not relating to this photo. So I'm not going to select that one. Go down and I'll show you one that I did select. We actually split up because we were brand new. It was our first week with our spend. So we put 50 into this one, which it splits up the virility. Like I said, they're not going to go as viral. But on top of that, the reason that you might split it into 2 is because you don't want to completely miss your result altogether. One of these posts may be good, one of these posts may be bad. We didn't have a $5 boost into the Batman post, so we didn't know if that was going to be as good. We also weren't boosting from his page, we were boosting from my account. So it was going to be a totally different audience, and we had no idea really what was going to happen. So we played it on the cautious side, but Batman, we should have put the money behind Batman. Batman won hands down, got way more link clicks, and he got 193 reactions. Batman killed it. So, you know, you live and you learn. And then what did we learn? We invested the $100 into a singular post, and that's what got us to 20,000 views. So let's talk about adding groups. Let's go here. Advertise your business. So I've already joined a whole bunch of groups here, so that's not going to show up a whole bunch of brand new stuff. But there's new stuff for everyone. And so I'm just going to kind of show you. I actually don't have. I only have like 5 advertising your business groups. When you're adding groups, guys, keep in mind you can only have 10 that show up. So if I have 10 groups that have the keywords advertise your business, and that's a keyword in there, then only 10 of those are going to show up when I go to share. What does that mean when I say that? I might have trouble visualizing it, so we'll go ahead and physically show it to you. So say that I want to go ahead and share, original music scores. I was trying to do something with this page today. I got busted for trying to use an old video that, Facebook doesn't let you post old videos and boost them. You can post them, but you can't boost them. They got a lot of weird rules. But for this example, we don't need to boost. We need to share. We also need this page to load. I love the how slow everything gets with the processing speed of GoToWebinar. Demands a lot of RAM here. We're getting there. We're getting to the bottom. All right, so let's say I want to share with someone. I go here, I go to share. So I go to share in a group. I'm going to share to my groups, advertise, and you're going to see it pop up everywhere. Advertise your business, all the way down to the bottom. Nothing but advertise your business. All right, so one thing you notice is up here at the top, there's a buy, sell, trade. So I could actually get one more little share here if I did advertise your, and I put that in there. And now it's all advertise your business. Now I could type in business. Now if I wanted to get a little tricky, I might say here. I got a few more advertise your businesses there at the bottom as well. So you can try and type in more keywords to try and get more shares, but as you can see, if you're going for the need for speed and you just want to go through and get 10 for each group, advertise your business, get down to the bottom, you can only really see 10. Otherwise, you're going to start typing in keywords. And then, as you see there, you can get more and more groups. But this is about actually getting in there. Why you join us? So, gang, let's go ahead and think this through here. Why you join us? I join you for marketing fun time. Your business? Marketing. All right. I'm being a jerk right now because they have a ridiculous question in there in improper English. That's kind of me saying I really don't need to join this group. If I do join this group, it's just because I want virility. That's it. This is a good kind of group in terms of getting your post out there. They may like me, they may mark me as spam. I don't really care. But the point is I want to build the amount of groups I have to share to because that's what increases my virility. Now, we can do social media marketing for anyone, anywhere, anytime. So I can post in all these advertise your business groups, and I could actually get a client from it at any moment in time. It's very unlikely I'm going to get a client from it. This is more so to build your virility for your post. You're going to be sharing your post to these groups. Even though you're sharing a post to a separate group, all those views still count as if they happened organically on your page, driving it further into virility. So you need to make sure you have plenty of these groups. Otherwise, you're missing out. Promote your sales and advertising business. Heck yes. All right, a lot of these have these. And so if we look here, we see closed groups. All right, I don't like closed groups, guys. These are negative Nellies. Lots of people here. Questions must be answered to enter the group. Pinned post must be read and acknowledged. How did you find this group? What country do you live in? All right, this is a very, very aggressive question. The other one, what you join for? That one's, I'm laughing at that, so I really don't care. I'll join that one. I don't want your group requests anymore. So if I want to avoid seeing these annoying groups that really want to make sure that I'm here to join their group and I mean business and I'm going to follow all their rules and stuff. I don't want rules. I want to be able to post once a day and be done with it. That's why I'm here for Facebook. Public groups. Now, all of these groups shouldn't have stupid questionnaires to them. Matter of fact, all of these groups should just let me right on in. And that's why I select public groups. Membership, any group. So here's when you do advertise your business, it's going to go on and on forever. It's going to be a plethora of stuff. But what if, you're only adding those groups to try and push your page to go more viral? What if you really are only, in Arizona or you're only in Scottsdale? Whether you travel around or whatever it is where you can do business in Arizona, you probably only can do business in Arizona. So how does that work? How are you going to reach those people? So, Arizona business. We're going to see a whole bunch of Arizona business networking. Business Our Business Phoenix. Wow. Buy and sell group. All right. Heck yeah, I want to join. This is a closed group, but this is a big group. I've never even seen this group. Business Our Business. Do you live in Arizona? Yes. Do you not post videos or share live videos? No weight loss posts. No credit fix posts. Confirmed. Selling or rehoming pets is not allowed. You will be removed. No rehoming or selling pets here. Sweet. Now there's a group for 126,000 that I wasn't a part of before. That is Little Phoenix group. Great news for me. This group right here, Avoid, they've been marking people as spam for sharing in their group. They only want to share their MLM or whatever they do. And they're upset if you try and, do anything in their thing. So just, stay out of there. You're going to find a lot of things like this. This one, I don't even think they're a closed group. I think they're a public group, and they're just, they basically trick people into joining, kind of advertising that they're this business development group and that you can post your post there. But in reality, they just want you to join and then forget you joined, and then you see their posts for their thing over and over again. So, let's see here. And promote your AZ business and events. AZ find or promote businesses. And so this is kind of what you do. You go through and you join these groups one by one. And remember, if you want to stay away from any closed groups that have questions that are going to have ridiculous rules, just immediately click public groups. All right? You're still going to get groups like this one that have their weird rules that kind of, false, they baited you into joining. But, this is kind of something you have to deal with when you're trying to get virility on Facebook for free. So, join the group. I actually don't have a lot of Arizona or AZ business. Public groups can still have questions, so do be aware of that. Closed groups, they just have more control on what they can do with you. They can still kick you out at any time, but if you get marked as spam inside of a closed group, somehow Facebook makes that, it's more punishable than being marked as spam in a public group. It's weird. But, answer their questions if you're in AZ. A lot of times they just want to make sure you're not from, another country. You're not from, the Middle East, and you're not a bot. You're not some random thing doing anything like that. Yeah, I can go over that. Sure. But that's kind of how you do Facebook posts here. And that's kind of how you do the sharing, rather. Not Facebook posts, sorry. Someone was showing me something. But that's how you do Facebook posts. Or, God, I keep saying that over and over again now. That's how you do sharing. That's how you get the groups in order to do sharing. A lot of times when you do Arizona or AZ and you start going down, you start to see things like Arizona veteran-owned small business, Chandler residents, and local business. Fortunately, most of you are friends with people like Gia and myself, and we are actually already a part of a lot of the groups that are good to share to. So you can kind of cheat the system and click public groups, and then you can click friends groups. And now I get to see all the people that my friends are in. And I see Myrna Athas and 3 other people in there. Click on that one. Bud Russman, 6 other friends. Boom. And now not only am I joining groups, but I'm joining groups where people know me. I have far less likelihood, and people will actually like your posts inside of that group. And then that will cause other people to like your post inside of that group. And we got 13, 14 people in this group here that know me. That's great. I want people to know that. There we go. So just go through, type in your keywords, Arizona, AZ Business, try and piggyback off of other people, try and use your friends that are already part of these groups, that are already networking, that are already doing these things. If you're friends with the people inside of this group, then you're definitely going to have a lot of groups to choose from. Someone was talking about hashtags. If your hashtags aren't lighting up, more than likely you are using too many hashtags. You get a certain set limit. Not even sure what the set limit. How many hashtags? She used the same hashtag twice? That is correct as well. So yeah, guys, if you use too many hashtags or if you keep hashtagging the same thing over and over again, it's not going to keep on doing the hashtag. If you use Instagram, that will be confusing to you because you're going to hashtag the same thing over and over and over and over and over again. It doesn't actually make your page go more viral. Hashtagging it twice doesn't give you an extra geo reference or doesn't give you an extra, bit of information for search engine optimization to find you. It only works once. If you tag it once, that's all you're going to get. Even if you do it on Instagram and you write it over and over again. And I see people do this all the time and it makes me laugh. And they'll they have the new Infinity Wars Avenger movie coming out and they tag Infinity Wars Avengers like 8 times. And it's just like that no one sees your post more because you did it 8 times. They saw it the first time because you did it the first time. It doesn't help any amount of time. That being said, hashtags, guys, they're so complicated to use and they're kind of a lesson in and of their own. Facebook used to be way easier to check hashtags. You used to be able to just type in a hashtag. Let me see here. Puppies. Puppies. Yay. And it used to tell you somewhere here how many people were talking about it, like how many posts were going on about it just from typing it in. It used to actually have it next to it. In Instagram, it pops up right in there when you do it. You can actually search for hashtags. So guys, search that your hashtag is actually something that people will look. If you have all natural vegan puppy treats and you hashtag all natural vegan puppy treats, no one's looking for hashtag all natural vegan puppy treats. They're looking for hashtag puppy treats. They're looking for hashtag puppies. They're looking for hashtag puppy cute pictures. They're looking for stuff that involves puppies. They're not actually looking for a hashtag that involves a puppy treat. So you need to kind of choose hashtags accordingly. So if I'm looking for real estate hashtags, I'm going to hashtag the area I want to do real estate in. I'm going to hashtag activities that might be involved with people that are going to look for that sort of real estate or stuff that's involved in the area that I'm around that people are interested in doing. So say that you own a place that's part of a country club or something like that and you're trying to sell it. You would probably put pictures up at the golf course. You'd probably put pictures up of, all sorts of other different stuff that goes on there. The clubhouse. You put up all sorts of different things and you try and, welcome them in and things like that. But you'd be able to hashtag that lifestyle as well. You'd be able to hashtag golf. You'd be able to hashtag all these other things. And you'd be able to put the keyword in there with it. That's only good for bringing people from everywhere. Like I said, if you have something that you can bring people in from the entire world, great. Use hashtag puppies. If you're selling something online that you can sell all over the United States, hashtag puppies is fantastic to use. However, if you want only people inside the state of Arizona because you can't ship outside of Arizona just yet, you're going to be delivering all these puppy treats to their location because they're all natural and they're vegan, then you can't just hashtag puppies. Because now you're going to get people from New York looking at your post. You're going to get people looking at it from all sorts of other different places that aren't going to be your actual, your actual market. And while that's good in terms of building virility, guys, if you just want to get as many people to see the post as possible, that is good. But if you are a business and you do have a website where people can order online and you really only do Arizona and you're not really ready to expand outside to other things, you could end up overlogging your business. You could end up, extending yourself beyond what you thought you could. You could end up doing a lot of harm to your business through what should be a positive experience. So just make sure that when you're out there and you're using hashtags, number one, the hashtag actually works for what you're doing. Facebook can actually mark you as spam if you use hashtags that don't aren't involved with your post. That's fairly new. That's like within the last year that they started doing that. If you try and tag stuff that has nothing to do with your post, if you try and hashtag stuff that has nothing to do with your post, Facebook police will come and punish you, and you'll be put in the Gestapo, and the Gestapo will come rather, and they will put you into Facebook jail, and you will not be able to post, and you will not be able to share, and you will not be able to do anything because you tagged SpongeBob SquarePants, and you don't have any rights to SpongeBob SquarePants, so stop tagging him. And he has nothing to do with real estate, so stop it. That's basically what Facebook will come and do. So try and keep stuff relative to what you're doing. Try and keep them actual hashtags that people are looking. Only 40,000 people have typed it in or searched for it. Whatever, those 40,000 people you at least know are probably in Scottsdale, or they probably are looking to buy in Scottsdale. So deal with it. Hashtag Scottsdale real estate, hashtag Scottsdale homes, hashtag Scottsdale. I want to put Scottsdale in with whatever I'm doing. I want everyone from Scottsdale to see this post. It doesn't really matter if Tom from Zimbabwe sees it. So, he may be looking for a home too. You never know. So just putting hashtag homes isn't going to do anything. And if you hashtag the same thing over and over again, then it just sort of looks funny. And then the younger people are laughing at you and saying this old person did this. And then, it doesn't really benefit you. And people get like turned off by stuff like that. It makes no sense why, but for whatever reason they see it and they have this misinterpretation that it's, unprofessional. And you may even know why you're doing it. You may still do it because you're just trying to emphasize that word over and over again visually for the user, and a hashtag can kind of do that throughout a post. That's kind of why I think people do it, even though there's no benefit. They're trying to blast it in your face that this is about this subject. Look at it more, look at it again. It's kind of that, monster truck rally, Sunday, Sunday, Sunday sort of approach. If that works for some people, and other times it gets in its own way. This is advertising, this is marketing, and every single thing that you do is going to have a pro and is going to have a con. So just, keep all of that in mind. Hashtags are extremely tricky though, guys. It's just, and if you use too many different ones, it can spread out the post, and it doesn't go viral enough to the right things. It doesn't go as viral if you had just tagged one thing. If you tag like 20 things, it tries to go viral to those 20 things, and it's kind of the same thing. If it doesn't really catch any traction within the hashtag of gaming, and you also hashtag pro athletes, then, those two things are so separate. Those two things aren't going to have things that feed off of one another. But if you do pro gaming and you do Red Bull, or you do pro athletes and you do Red Bull, or you do, X Games and you do Red Bull or something like that, those Red Bull and X Games, Red Bull and gaming, they go hand in hand. So people who look up Red Bull, they probably like gaming. So, you have to try and pair things together, and it gets really complex. And once again, that's another trial and error, guys, and that's a trial and error that you can't even really measure. It doesn't tell you what people came to your post because you hashtagged Pokemon versus Digimon, or you hashtag, red versus blue. It doesn't tell you which hashtag they came from. It just says that they came to your page. You can measure demographics, you can measure, all sorts of different things, but you can't measure those kind of specifics. Focus on the perfect post. Don't focus so much on hashtags. Just hashtag obvious stuff. Hashtag your location. Hashtag the business that you do and the location name. And I would just stick with that. And you may want to throw in every once in a while, if there's a trending story on Facebook, sometimes you may want to make fun of that and have a fun post day. And then, at the bottom, you throw in the hashtags of your business page. So, that's one way that people kind of try and do virility. We have someone who does that form of marketing, and they often quote whatever day of the day it is, it's sister day, it's, take your dog to work day, all sorts of random days. Then they just post a picture of whatever that day is about. And a lot of times it goes viral because people actually click on what day it is inside that Facebook thing. When they click on what kind of day it is, their post will actually pop up there. It's a pretty clever strategy, actually. But like I said, there's a million different strategies you guys can implement. I recommend a good mixture of a lot of different things. I recommend finding things that work and then scheduling out 5 different posts that are different kind of audiences and then getting into a regiment. It's all about combining fresh ideas with a regiment. You have to constantly do X, Y, and Z, but you can't just do X, X, X. It has to be X, Y, Z, A, B, and then, X, Y, Z, A, B, X, Y, Z, A, B. It has to be those things over and over again. Otherwise, people like the same thing. They like routine, but they don't like, monotone. They don't like the same thing over and over and over again. Routine is okay, but they want to have, their favorites come up over and over again. So you're kind of just pandering to people pretty much with marketing. That's kind of the whole goal. Puppies is always a good way to go. I always joke around about that. I think almost all of my pages at one time or another has a puppy on it at some point. They just go massively viral. So just, do stuff that works for you. Trial and error. We got to get going though. Thank you so much for everyone for listening. That's going to conclude Monday night's training, and have a good one.